Hello everyone, welcome to our live series again with PolkaParty. How is everyone? Please press 1 if you can hear me. Please press 1 if you can hear me. I'm so bright. Please press 1 if you can hear me, and I want to know where you're from. Thank you so much for supporting Block Tides. Even though it's a Monday, we're still here to provide many giveaways and education about cryptocurrency and blockchain. I want to know where you're from. Let me just go ahead and check the comment section. Hello there. Again and again, Adeline Salinas, Pampanga, JC Morales, Leyte Adeline, Shandi Manakil, Bacolod, Eileen Santos Bibal, Pasig. Hello everyone, welcome again to our live series and thank you so much for your ultimate support. Cavite, Taguig City, 1 Cavite. And from all of the newbies from my TikTok account, welcome here again in our live series. And yes, our guest for today is PolkaParty. So, I'll just introduce myself first quickly. This is Myrtle Ramos. I am the founder of Block Tides. We're here since 2015 and we've helped hundreds of companies to benefit and transform their businesses to disrupt, adjust, or scale, utilizing, of course, the latest technological tools, products, or help to build from scratch. So, I'm the founder of an award-winning firm of 2020 by Pitch Deck Asia. Thank you so much, guys. It's all because of you. We're doing marketing, growth hacking, sales, social media management, giving opportunities to people, media distribution services, investor relations, and public relations. I'm also the official influencer of CoinMarketCap and a scholar graduate of Draper University for Blockchain and Entrepreneurship, powered by Tezos. If you don't know who Draper is, please do Google who Draper is. And of course, I'm the VP of Growth and Partnerships of Goku Market. I'm also one of the Global Advisory Board of the International Council E-Commerce, along with the recommendations of the U.S. federal government, U.S. Army, National Security Agency, and the Committee on National Security Systems, the FBI, Microsoft, IBM, and the United Nations. We are also nominated for Crypto Awards by Blockchain Fest Cyprus, and also if you're not aware, with Stevie International Awards is the most prestigious awards in the US. So that's about it about myself, and of course, this live series is only for educational purposes only. And of course, investing in cryptocurrencies is very volatile, so please be careful with your investments. We are not a financial advisors. All right. Caloocan City, Tarlac City. Hello. You can hear the dogs outside, okay? And the Raymond Verona, hello there. Good afternoon, everyone. So, Lugar ng Kalokohan by Ver Cardenas. Hello there, Lorna. Hello there, Sharon Taman. Hello there, Ryan Kadungong Sulop, Davao del Sur. We're all around the Philippines. And yes, thank you so much. Yeah. So you can definitely copy and paste the link sa browser nyo, guys, if the link is not working using your Facebook application. So the link is working. Please do register, guys, because it's very important for you to register for you to be part of the giveaway later, okay? And then of course, good afternoon to Dave Parin Flores. Yes, PolkaDot. If you're not aware of PolkaDot, guys, PolkaDot is very famous. And let me go ahead and introduce to you the project today. So what is PolkaParty? So this is where the party's at. They're expanding the PolkaDot's ecosystem with a user-friendly social network that exists to be the on-ramp to DeFi. What is decentralized finance? You can definitely check out what is decentralized finance on the previous live series that we've done. So DAOs and many other exclusive features as well. You can definitely mint party apes, and then of course you can definitely buy POLP tokens at the same time with the use cases available. So PolkaParty is the ultimate DeFi service. So this one is different because it comes from a voting model, but of course the founder will definitely explain further later around 4:15 Manila time. And of course, when it comes to documentation, PolkaParty is also made for you as the platform users to gain access to all of the features of decentralized finance just by joining a single party. It's very different from what you know with other DeFi services out there or platforms. And you can definitely go to their website, PolkaParty.io. And the powerful team behind Polka Party, by the way, their senior advisor is Michael Hewitt. If you don't know Michael Hewitt, Michael is a certified finance and blockchain professional, blockchain counsel like myself, who has worked directly with the Winklevoss twins at Gemini Exchange. What is Gemini Exchange, guys? If you don't know Gemini Exchange, please do Google Gemini. They're one of the pioneers here in the blockchain and crypto space, and they're really here to stay, and they're stable already, okay? So Michael is one of their advisors with PolkaParty. And of course, Michael lends extensive experience and expertise in strategy and product management. But I'll introduce to you later our speaker for today. And one of their teams as well is Colton Hatcher, as well as Jonah Glassglow. If you don't know them, guys, please go ahead and check their website. And there's a lot more that you can definitely learn when it comes to PolkaParty, okay? So let me just go ahead and check if the speaker is ready, okay? Let me just go ahead and ping him. Anyway, let me know where you're from and please do share this live series up until 1,500. So that's the one that we're asking for today before we continue in actually giving the prizes for today. We're gonna be having 5 winners of 2,000 each. So yes. And then of course another scholarship slot for 4 scholarship slot for Axie Infinity. Good afternoon, everyone. Please do share this live series so we can definitely gather people again. I know it's Monday, and yeah, please bear with us. Hello, Chris, Mika, Eugenio. I'm actually here in Manila, Philippines. Pasig City, Cebu City, please do share this live series, guys, up until 1,500. And we'll be right back. Let me just go ahead and flash the commercial scene. Okay, we'll be right back. Let me just go ahead and check the speaker. I'll be right back, guys. right, guys, so the speaker is ready. Let me just go ahead and introduce who is the speaker for today. The speaker for today is Timothy Baldwin. So he's the founder and CEO of PolkaParty. Tim's background is in crypto marketing, like me, of course. So lending his talents to projects like Base Protocol and Polka Starter. So if you're into DeFi, guys, you will definitely know what is Polka Starter. Tim also managed Alliance Block. They're from UK. I know the founder. And of course, previously worked on gaming titles including League of Legends. So I'm also a player and I we do play League of Legends and Valorant, by the way. So now he leads Polka Party to the moon and eventual galactic domination. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and flash the screen so Timothy can definitely introduce us Polka Party. One moment, guys.
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
I guess I'll just begin with my presentation. PolkaParty is a trustless DAO system that allows anyone to come in and create their own party in which they can govern funds without owning seed phrases over one another's money. So, say for example, there's 20 people, and each one puts together some sort of allocation and are able to build out a fund to accomplish some sort of goal, whether that be uh, trading using dexes and layer two, or maybe they're just trying to save money, save their crypto, pinch their pennies. Perhaps they're trying to do something like a micro loan or save up to purchase in real estate. One of the easiest use cases we have at the beginning, it's kind of built right along into what we call the monarchy model, is the use case of ICOs and crowdfunding, because you'd be able to rent one of these PolkaParty wallets and have a party that allows users a place to deposit their funds without the risk of the owner of the new project raising money, without the risk of him running off, because he can't transfer the money to anything other than a DApp. So we call it a layer three that's built upon a layer two. Layer twos being dexes like Uniswap or yield aggregation services. We're trying to build a service. In fact, we have built a service that will be on top of those things in order to create a more seamless ecosystem as a whole. So I'll start and go on to my next slide here. I kind of covered a little intro at the beginning, and basically is a, like I called it, a layer three. That's what we're talking about here, to access to all features. Basically, the idea is at the end of the day, we don't want anyone to have to leave PolkaParty's DApp in order to interact with Web3 in a full way. And then by a full way, I mean we communicate all the time on Telegram and then have to move on to dApps in order to interact with blockchains and distributed systems. So I mentioned the group finance aspect. I guess the big thing after that is the type of parties. And at first, we're only going to have a monarchy party on the MVP, but in the white paper, we go over lots of different types of parties. And the idea behind that is there should be no one specific way to manage money. I think everyone has a unique situation and does what works for them. So perhaps someone who wants to have ultimate security, well, I wouldn't call this ultimate security, but has more of an equal say over their funds, they would want to be part of a democracy. Now, a democracy is where everyone's vote is exactly equal and the same. And so then say 10 people vote on one sort of transaction or whatever it may be, because you can do governance stuff without fiscal trailers on them on the platform. But the democracy would be 10 people have 10 shared votes. Now, weighted democracy is it plays into the part of the people who own more of the pool are able to vote with a higher weight and reward. In that case, say someone owns 90% of a wallet, they'd have a 90% say over how it's going to be spent. Next, monarchies. I've mentioned monarchies before. When you read one user controls the funds and makes investment decisions on behalf of the entire party, it may sound a little bit like relinquishing control. Now, you can't relinquish control on this platform since everyone, we won't be requiring KYC. You won't be marking people's names down whenever someone has control over money, like how a monarch would in this case. You have to put safeguards in place. So there's no private seeds. They can't make a send transaction to another wallet unless it's done through a dApp. And we're trying to make it as least vulnerable as possible. But at the same time, we're building a toolbox for people who want to interact with funds in a way that they've never been able to do before. Now, this leaves us with my favorite party, and that's the Republic. The Republic is a body of representatives. Those representatives are picked out of the pool, the large majority, and they just make things run smoother for the party itself. So say, for example, there's 8 representatives. They vote together on how to move money. They're able to speak more efficiently. It's better for all groups in that situation. Gamification. Now, I worked at Riot Games for a little while. I did market analysis there, but what I did learn was that every business that wants to be successful needs to give their customers some sort of pleasure when they're using the site. Now, we are going to try to accomplish this through the use of NFTs. Everyone loves NFTs, especially if there's a utility behind them. And I guess you could think of our NFT system like objectives in a video game or a weekly shop on some sort of video game. Each NFT that people purchase or earn will have some sort of effect on their reputation on the site, called their party score. Now, the party score is huge because you could think of it as like a DeFi credit score. It's going to have a huge play into what kind of parties you can join, whether you're trustworthy or not. It'll be interesting to see the effects of those people who have very reputable accounts. So, like I mentioned earlier, I mentioned real quickly objectives. I mentioned points and ranks. You're gonna have to earn certain objectives by moving up through the late leaderboard, which will give you badges. Badges are, those NFTs that you get that increase your party score, along with ranking up increases your party score. Awards will be given out to parties that achieve great things, and I think I really that's probably one of the most exciting parts, because imagine being able to reward a whole group of people. And it's kind of also like a time zone snapshot of what was going on in PolkaParty. And if the success of NFTs keeps trending the way it does, that could be really exciting. All right. This is what we call a party pass, or once it loads. A party pass is NFT that give you access to either a party or an event. You'll be able to get these through the weekly shop on the platform, or we'll release them as some sort of access or no. I like to think of them as labels for wallets in order to track a few of them at a certain time using OpenSea API. So you'll be able to use these party passes to get into something, and then also be able to share that membership through the sale of the NFT. So we have a party pass currently available. It's at PolkaPlace.xyz. It's called the Party Apes. Basically, the Party Apes are our first implementation of the party passes, and owning one of them will allow you into a party that receives what we call kickbacks, or a percentage of revenue from the platform on a monthly basis. All right, so our tokenomics are pretty good. We just had a release of launch here on August 20th. It went really well, 300% up listing. I'm pretty impressed with the team and how it went off right off the bat. I think that it was something that was a long time coming, kind of expected it. And we foresee a lot of linear and good growth here in the near future. And the total supply is 200 million. That turned out to be way too many tokens. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That might mean something in the future. Investment cap for the 2 rounds was $1 million. We did 500,000 of angel. We did 500,000 of private sale. We didn't touch the public sale. Well, the idea originally though was to do some sort of like 1,000 NFTs or something. So that's what we ended up doing was, and we also tied the Party Apes, the top 2 tiers, to some tokens. I don't think it was around 7.81, but it might have been close. So I guess we kind of did the public sale, but it wasn't how it was written down on here. That public sale was to be used for a hard cap, something along those lines. And so we were able to actually do the Party Apes, because that we had an NFT liquidity generation event, which is super fun, and people are still buying up those Party Apes as we speak. The seed sale price was 0.0125 cents. You can see it yourself. I don't feel the need to go through all of it. It's kind of boring, but just know that it's well taken care of. The vesting schedules are pretty long for both of those groups. So utility. We have our staking platform coming out soon, like ASAP, next couple days. So we're going to be doing some really interesting stuff. You can always count on us to do something bold, brave, never before seen. So the staking platform will be coming out, and that's going to be really good for the token price, provide stability for token holders. And Jonah Glasgow, it's another one of his pieces of beautiful engineering. I'm really excited to see it working in action. I mentioned earlier about the ICO launchpad, so I won't bore you to death again with that. But if you could get the next page to load. Lending, I mentioned lending, but I guess I could get into it briefly. Lending on the platform is for microloans or peer-to-peers. So you'd be able to, depending on your party score, get a higher level of trust from another person. Even though it could all be done through a smart contract, we're trying to enable that. We're calling it party to party as well as micro party. So P2P or micro parties. The micro parties are the most interesting. So say like you find someone, you front $1,000 in capital, and that's as collateral in order to get another $1,000 in this micro loan. Each party in the loan, the lendee and the lender, both have a party that only they belong to. It's kind of interesting, but if they do that, they have control over a wallet that prompts both of them for things at different times. So that's pretty another exciting part about the protocol. We already talked about crowdfunding. Property investment pools is something we're really excited to roll out. We're going to try to roll it out sooner rather than later in Australia. Say you want to invest in a commercial property. We hope to be able to make that completely accessible through PolkaParty, just by adding your money into a pool. So say you live in Switzerland and you want to buy a property in Singapore, and you want to do it with 10 other people. You don't even have to know each other's names. That's the idea. Anywhere people need to pool funds, PolkaParty has a use case. We are group finance. We're going to invent a whole new sector, and it's going to be well done. All right, so a lot of people ask us, what demographics are you searching towards? And this has become more clear than ever. I mean, this presentation is for is a little bit old and not updated as to where we are focusing attention. You can focus attention on DeFi veterans. You can speak DeFi talk, but I think like if I have any advice to projects that are looking to list and have a successful listing, you need to start thinking about your token as something that is mainstream. I think that this is something for the not just tokens trying to list, but the ecosystem as a whole. I think we're trying to do too much and be too loud and be too trendy. And yeah, it's fun to have a little bit of fun on Twitter and Telegram here and there, but you don't have to speak DeFi all the time. I obviously do speak DeFi, but I'm not going to put that in people's faces and focus on Telegram shilling and whatnot. I think you should focus on real cost per click, see your conversions, see different sites, try whatever it is at any time. I won't say too much about our marketing plan, but I would just say that it's very mature. I feel like compared to most projects these days. And one thing people are excited for about PolkaParty is that they hope that it'll shine some transparency upon influencers if they have parties and are credible on those parties and active. Everyone who says they're the best it will be obvious if they are or not. Yeah, but we all know that's a problem. Yeah, we got a good team. We got Jonah by Glasgow. This is Michael Hewitt. Kieran Matthews. What's not showed here is Jonah and Colton Hatcher. They really make the world go round for us. They're really smart people, and one of them's the CTO, one of them's the CFO, and we're just we have a whole team built out. It's a very strong team, a lot of smart people, and I think that's what's going to push us over when it comes down to it. So here's our information at the end here. I'll stop sharing the screen and I can answer some more questions, I guess. Awesome. Let's do it. Yeah, I can do that. I can try to do that. What was that? A camera? Yeah, I have a camera. Would you like me to share? Sure. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I gotcha.
Right. So, how is Polka Party, by the way?
The party's great. We had launch on the 20th. We did we did 4x from listing price, and then from seed price we did around 10. So it's really exciting for us and for our community members and our supporters.
Yeah,
Um,
I actually
about it.
saw. I saw that there's a lot of members going inside your Telegram, and you're quite busy in actually communicating with them. So, since you've already talked about the tokenomics, your plans, what makes Polka Party different?
I think that we're a one of the first layer threes, as in we're built for dApps. They talk about PolkaDot being the chain of chains, as in the blockchain built for blockchains. I think what we're really trying to do is be the dApp built for dApps. And people have tried to make these all-inclusive platforms before, like Orion Protocol and whatnot. But I when I first started the project, I decided that people hadn't done enough with the governance side of blockchain and distributed systems being used in order to manage people, rather than manage just money. And so that's the big emphasis, is this is for social, this is for the interactions between one another, rather than just the interactions with funds and with tokens themselves.
What I actually love about is it's not like the traditional DeFi service that's actually who's pioneered, right? Like Uniswap. So there's a different side of things when it comes to Polka Party, especially the apes. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, the party apes are super fun. So the party apes are what we consider a party pass. So I mentioned party passes really quickly. They're starting to sell really quickly, by the way. But we use the apes for two things. First being an NFT LGE on the platform, where we wanted to raise money, our liquidity, through selling NFTs. That way it didn't have any effect on token price once it came out. And then two, we wanted a way to share what we call kickbacks with the community, where the people who hold the party apes, once they're using party ape party pass in order to get into the party and whatnot, once they're in the party, they'll receive on a monthly basis a percentage of the revenue off the platform. And I think that's really interesting and neat. A neat way to share your platform with early investors, early supporters.
Yeah. So when it comes to having party apes, how much is the minimum? Because I'm interested to buy as well.
You only need one. Yeah, so there's like five tiers of party apes. I think that the top one, there's only 32 out of the 1,000. And then that one has like 0.125 of percentage, like of monthly revenue, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
do you know? I just want to share actually my first NFT. It was valued around $100 before, and
Mhm.
now I can sell it for 3,000. So actually, that's the best part when you're going to buy this party apes, since it's very low in the market first. When time passes, of course, it will definitely have a value because now it's already $3,000. I can sell it already. So,
Yeah, I
mhm.
think that happened with some of our members. They've sold their gold platinum apes for, I mean, they minted them for 500 USDC, and I think one sold for 1.8 ETH.
Oh wow.
So that, yeah, I think something like that happened.
So
I forget.
1.5 is around 4,000, I guess, or 4 or 5 in dollars. I don't know, but
That'd
you need to
be
convert.
1.5 would, I think it'd be around $4,500.
Yeah. So that's how it works when it comes to NFT, guys, by the way. Because we have newbies uh, in the
Yeah,
view with the viewers. We have
welcome newbies.
250. We have 250 viewers now on our
Oh wow.
Facebook page. And yeah, they're really interested with this. They're really investing into DeFi, and yeah, they're really supporting all of the projects that's actually promoted here as well. So,
I love it.
how did you come up with Polka Party? Since you're a gamer, I do play Valorant as well and League
Oh
of
really?
Legends. Yes. Actually, I love Timo in League of Legends and Annie.
Me too.
Yep. And Valorant, I use Sage and the Korean one, Jet.
Yeah, wow, that's super fun. Yeah, it brings me back to a great time in my life. I mentioned a little bit earlier, but I got the pleasure of working at Riot Games, which is like working at the Google of video games. It was one of the coolest experiences ever. They treat you like you're gold there. Um, and they feed you really nice food every day. You have to play League of Legends every day for at least like an hour or something along those lines. I think it might have been one game, so
Oh,
that's
so
30.
you're joining tournaments before with League of Legends.
I played Dota 2 tournaments, and then I got hired on to do market stuff for Riot Games from some of my exposure in Dota 2, and I also knew a guy who ran the marketing department for Riot Games, and so I got the pleasure to work closely with those executives and try to dictate whether Valorant was a good launch for the company or not. And we completely agreed in unison that it was definitely the best game for them to launch. So that's what happened. We ended up going with Valorant, and it was a good time.
Yeah, actually, me too. I played like 8 hours before. When it comes to
Really?
League of Legends, I really want to have a high rank. But since we're talking about games, are you planning also to launch your own games inside Polka Party?
Oh, that'd be great. Probably not. I definitely like I because we were trying to make the whole platform itself into like a game, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
gamify DeFi. That's what
yeah,
actually my impression when I read the white paper, I read the tokenomics. It's just like a gamified, not too boring DeFi service, you know?
yeah. Well, the biggest way, and what you talk about at these game companies is how do you make something competitive? Because I'm sure there's been times like you first start playing a game and it's way too hard, um, and you lose. And I think that people lose pretty often in crypto, and especially when they're first learning, perhaps they like pay too much in gas, or perhaps they get rug pulled, or something along those lines. So there's sort of that learning curve that makes crypto rewarding. And then also you have to allow people to have successes early on
Mm-hmm.
in the game. So say when you do a tutorial, it's super easy, and it's they because it wants to make you feel like you can sort of do it until you play against the pros and they crush you. But you know who the pros are based on like an MMR or ranking system.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like in League of Legends, for example, you'd have like gold, you'd have
Silver,
silver, yeah, and then the super
diamond.
high tiers,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, diamond, and there's one super crazy one that never gets
Have you
been
been a
seen.
what's your rank? Are you a diamond?
I'm a gold. I'm nothing crazy,
Oh, okay. I'm also gold. Don't worry.
but my my Dota 2 MMR was like over 4,000, which was pretty significant back when I played that game. But yeah,
Yeah.
it stinks because when you start doing crypto or just working and listing stuff, I've been trying to play more games lately just to keep my head on straight, you know.
Yep. So you'll not overthink because that's how I work as well. Especially
Yeah,
weekends. In my planner, I really want to play Valorant too. So if ever that there's a different kind of setup, especially we're on lockdown, right? So
yeah,
uh, 1 week work, and then of course when it comes to weekends, we have to play because of course I've started out playing a Counter Strike as well, if you know
oh
that.
yeah, yeah.
Red Alert as well. So all
Oh,
of the
that's
games,
awesome.
even in PlayStation, I actually played it. So
Yeah,
I definitely understand that you're a gamer, you're now into crypto, and it's really fun. So you want to make a change when it comes to the DeFi services, right?
yeah, and I think what sets me apart a little bit is like I know what corporate game is like. When I say gamified, I really know what that is from a metric standpoint. From like there's KPIs you have to hit to make something gamified, and those things are already set and things I know what need I how to accomplish and how to make that happen. So I'm looking forward to the platform because I think it'll be kind of addictive.
Yes, because when it comes to implementing gamified solutions for blockchain, we all know that blockchain is rewarding already, but people loves challenges, right? So
Hmm.
it's best to integrate both ways. So it's a really great job that with that idea. At the same time, you're you're gamifying the DeFi space. It's not just about the games, of course, but it's about you going to stand out, just like if you know sushi swap as well, right?
Right.
The way they stake, the way their names when it comes to staking lending is different. So I believe that here the difference with Polka Party is actually the gamification, the rewards tier, the challenges, right?
Yeah, I'd say the gamification on top of the fact that it's a layer three app. We're
So
not trying to compete with any DApp.
yeah,
Uh,
no competition as long as you're creating as well, right? As long as you're creating, innovating. So when it comes to competition, I don't also care about that because it's about how you create things when it comes to, because we are all creators, I believe that.
right. Yeah.
And then let's go ahead and ask the audience what's their question. One question of mine is, what's the blockchain that you're using?
We are on ERC 20. Um,
Ethereum, guys, so please be aware of the gas fees, okay?
yeah, they're huge and tough and old and slow. I'm a bit of a, what's it called? Crypto old head, Like I've been in the space since like projects like XRP was originally a
Mhm.
thing. I've been in the space. My I enjoyed my first gains was from a company called Rayblocks, which is now known as Nano. Um, but to speak off that, I think Ethereum is sort of a great chain to test things on and make things work. Because it's a granddad.
Yeah,
Not
I
saying
totally
that
agree.
it's yeah, not saying that it's perfect and not expensive because I think that there's much better chains out there. I totally do.
Yeah,
But
because
I
when it
think
comes to Ethereum network, there's really a lot of use cases, you know. I'm
yeah,
not a maxi of any coins, you know. As long as there's use cases, it's helping the community at the same time having fun. So why not, right? I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, I'm not an Ethereum maxi. But when it comes to my own opinion that Ethereum has a lot of use cases. I don't know if you agree with that.
no, I completely agree. And also another kind of goal we were chasing was we were trying to be the first safe moon clone on ERC 20.
Mhm.
We didn't implement burn function at first and whatnot, but we wanted to have those options available for the community.
Mhm.
Um, and we were the first person to implement auto liquidity on ERC 20 as well as the rest of the suite of safe moon contracts, and not only contract functions, not contracts, sorry. Um, and we were the only people to do that so far. The token is really original. And not only can we do the auto liquidity, but we can do the auto liquidity with any pair, not just the native pair, which has never been done before, even on Dup 20.
Hmm. And then now they're talking about League of Legends in the comment section.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they're actually playing as well. And have you ever tried Add Lulu? It's not related to blockchain, so yeah, someone asked that.
Oh yeah, I like Lou. My favorite is Jax and Tristana. So I'll play Jax top lane and I'll play Tristana bottom lane. Those are my two favorite champs.
Guys, please do ask questions to Tim related to Polka Party, please. So guys, please go. How much is the total supply, by the way?
200 million.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, we basically the raise we had, we didn't when we came out the backside of the raise, we'd raised all the money we'd wanted to, but we had spent a ton less tokens than we thought we were going to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great situation to have. So we're kind of thinking of fun ways
All
that we
right.
can mess with the treasury tokens.
Yeah, I completely agree. There's one good question. Do you plan in having an airdrop for the community?
Yeah, we're about to have an airdrop in the next couple of days, but that's for the first 100 members of PolkaParty chat. It was the first 100 members joined the Telegram chat when we were called Potato Chip. We've gone through rebranding since then. That was back in January. And the first 100 members, I made sure to reach out to them, and they'll be getting an airdrop in the next couple of days. It's been a long time in the making, this Poker Party thing.
So just for fun, actually they're asking, do you already have a girlfriend?
Oh, um, yeah, I do. She's a gymnast here in the U.S. She's super athletic, way more impressive than I'll ever be. She's incredible.
Okay, guys, he's already taken. Okay, please behave in the comment section. So another question related to this is actually, what's your plan for the long term for Polka Party?
Yeah, so um, I guess I could tell you the next steps that we'll be taking. First is we'll have a staking platform out for the token in the next couple days. And then after that, the next big thing I'm excited about is platform release, which I'm hoping will be in about a month or so, give or take 2 weeks. Um, and then after that, the goal is just to implement like a version 1.1, 1.2, where we are adding a new feature every time, something that we think the community will like. I read a lot about Mark Zuckerberg and what he tried to accomplish at the beginning of Facebook. And basically, he was just trying to build features, and if people liked them, they stuck, and if they didn't, they just took them away. I think that's probably something we're going to do because we want to figure out how to make people like the platform as much as possible. And so that's the goal, is right after platform launch, maybe another governance model, maybe a loan portal on the site. There's so many things we can do. But in a year from now, to give you our year lookout, the goal is $1 billion in revenue by next summer. And
Mm-hmm.
peer-to-peer voice chat iOS app will probably be the next big thing after platform launch in a month.
Oh
We
wow.
want you to, yeah,
It's
we
just
want.
like Discord in one, in Polka Party, as well as it's just like really gamified, you know. There's gonna
Yeah,
I want actually decentralized social media, if that's possible, because there's a lot when it comes to they can mint their own NFT and then they can use Polka Party, right? So I don't know if you have plans in doing that for decentralized social media, but your plan is good anyway. So
thank you.
um, so far, so what's your last message to the community?
The last message is um, pr- promote good projects. Like, I think that everybody can get their gains, but find a project that makes you excited about where the future of crypto is going to go. And I tried my hardest to build one that makes me excited. But there's a lot of good ones out there. I think some of them go under the radar, and they need support because a lot of the builders in this space, they'll bootstrap things. But the issue with bootstrapping something is you don't generally get the attention that you would have beforehand. So try to find some bootstrap projects, some smart devs that are just trying to make the world a better place. And if we all work together, this world will be a much better place. That's what I'm trying to do with PolkaParty. So, yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
my last message.
we have the same vision as well. So I do believe that you attract the ones that you actually think. And at least now that I'm not alone in doing that, in changing the world, of course. Because even in small ways for us to help people, it's really the best, right? So, by the way, guys, if you have questions, please do follow Polka Party, visit their website, support their platform. And one last thing, what's your advice for their mental health?
Make sure to take care of yourself at least once a week. It's good to be busy. Being busy will help you mentally. I've had a lot of things I've dealt with in my life, and the big thing for me is staying busy and then taking care of yourself when you need to be taken care of. I take myself out for dinner alone on Sunday nights, and I feel like that's something that helps me.
All right. Thank you so much, Tim. Please do take care, and I'll speak to you later, okay?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for, of course, trusting us here in Block Tides. For sure, we'll definitely support you, especially our community. I'll see you soon, okay? Please take
Appreciate it.
care. Bye
All
bye.
right, bye.